Right, this is a quick look at the realm so far. Well, seems to experience quite a bit of lag. Okay, we're okay now. So this is the original starting point here. We built a castle and a fortress. And a wheat farm. We got pigs and cows in there, we're breeding here. We got a little tower, bit of decoration on it. We got some sugarcane and carrots as well. We were lucky enough to find some, and then we grew them and started to plant more and more and more. So then I started building this road, which is 5 blocks wide. With this pit, it's got stone walls. It's not finished though, as you can see. It's quite a large scale project, but I will continue and finish it when I get a chance. Anyway, so we built this road. It was edge building. It took me a long time. I got as far as there, and then I stopped completing it. I was edge building backwards for quite some time doing this. And then we come to like a small hill, so I built a tunnel through it. And there was a lava pit in there, so I used a bucket of water and flooded it and turned it into obsidian. I never finished the tunnel. There's a lot of work unfinished on this road. And we come through the tunnel and come across this nice prairie. So we built another structure, which is like a fort. And we found some horses which we tamed and captured a few and put them in there. And there's a few more roaming around freely here too. Yeah, there's a couple over there. In fact, there's 4 over there. Anyway, the road continues. And then we get to this section here where I found some spruce wood. And I cut down the spruce trees, took the saplings, planted 4 in a square. And then you get this large spruce trees which are very tall. If you are trying to make a charcoal farm, they're very useful because you get 64 plus, I think, 50 in the stack. We started a sugarcane farm here. We'll have a very quick up, and then we got more horses in there. One that we tamed and kept. And just go inside very quickly and have a look. This is a mine, one of the mines I built. We have obviously the usual stuff. Bits and pieces, some books. Take that with me. And a bed. Oh, and some iron. This is the first mine I built with a minecart track down into, which is powered. So I'll have a quick run down in this and then we'll come back up. It's quite fast to get down the mine. And there you have it, that's the mine, but I'm not going to do the mine at the moment. I'm going to make my way back up. There's a lever there. Turn off the power, turn it back on, and here we go again. There we go, I'm going to dismount now. Off. Okay. Back to the horse. It's getting dark, so I'm going to sleep. I don't usually bother, but because I'm doing a tour, I don't want to get shot and killed by mobs. It's not night, it's not dark enough. Okay, just carry on then. Right, my horse has still got the saddle on. And here we go. Right, that road does continue that way, but it just goes into a kind of mountainous area, which I've yet to explore, but I will do one day. Oh, that's a fence around a very deep hole. Okay, let's carry on. Right, this is the original path I took when I got here. It goes this way. Again, more edge building, as I kept doing that. Creep on the side of the road, but it shouldn't be a problem because this is pretty fast. So just run past me and there we go, up and up. Horses are great because they can go straight up. 1 block and 2 blocks. And we are, another hilltop stone quarry. We started digging now, chipping away the stones to build the road. But obviously that's a work in progress. Okay, down here, continue down. See, when I build the road, I usually build a single block just to mark it all out. You'll see at the end of this. And then there, see, it goes to a single block, which I use to mark the road out. And then I come back and I make it wider, 5 blocks wider. When I've got time to do it. This is like as far as time. Okay, but then we bed left here. Across this way, lots of mobs, skeleton archers, creepers everywhere. But just keep moving quickly. Then we have a single block road again. Great for horses. We got as far as here, and then we reach the ocean. And we made this fishing type of base out here. And here it is, base. I spent a bit of time fishing for enchanted books, and we started building a tower. Again, the nerd pulled up like very, very high there with this. Goes up quite a distance out of sight, in fact. But I never come back and finish that. But I will do one day. And then over there's another base. That's got another deep mine in it that goes down to bedrock. And probably there's various places. There's also a farm there with cows. And as you can see where the torches are, there's a wheat farm and a water source. But also, if you notice, I've planted a lot of these large spruce trees everywhere. I do this a lot because I tend to make charcoal quite often, and it's quite good for getting a few levels. Okay, we should continue on our way. This is quite a large area. Now, there's the original road over that way that goes to the castle, or there's the new one I built because I didn't realise how close the two areas were. So I'll take this new one that I constructed. Just mobs. This is the beauty of a horse. You don't have to really worry about the water too much. And as you can see, this has got an obsidian. No, it's not. There's nether brick fence on it. Because we did do a little venture into the nether. I haven't done that for a while. And we started building like a little town here. Different shapes houses. It's not quite complete. There's a nether brick house here with an oak packages. A little fishing porch at the back. Oops. I got a bit too close. Okay, and carry on. Oh look, there's my daughter Saffron made that. It's a smiley face tree. It's quite cool. On here, we started building an undersea base using glass. You can just see it. And using, I can't remember what they're called now. They come from the nether. The bluestone blocks to make light under the sea. Anyway, there's one nether portal. Continue this quick tour. Well, it's a bit of a long tour now. Right, and this is another castle I built. I think this is it on another tour. But we'll also have a very quick look at it. We have a farm. Again, cows, sheep, sugarcane for making paper and making books. And then there's a wheat farm here. And there, in there, there's a building. Right, there we go. Made some stained glass for that building, yellow and red. And then one of the top rooms is my enchanting room. One of my enchanting rooms. Okay, carry on. And then now we're on the final leg of the journey. Oh, was it Enderman? Again, the road building. This road is a bit more complete. I spent quite a bit of time on the side. Build this, what I call a charcoal factory. Oh, charcoal hut. In there's lots of furnaces. And again, the planting of the giant spruce trees there was a lot more. I've cut quite a few down. And okay, to make charcoal. So we should carry on. I'll just a bit of zombies. I like picking that up. Okay. This is snow biome. It's quite extensive. So we shall just keep going until we come to the next base that I've constructed. That's pretty cool. The next base. Well, as you can see the road, I constructed it, if you want to wonder. It's got cobblestone on the outside, then 3 stone in the middle and another cobble edge. It should be then another wall on top of that, and then a fence. I haven't bothered to finish it yet. I will do though. I'll start working my way back towards this start point. There we go, we're getting to this more, it's a bit more complete. And here I started building a minecart track on the surface, trying to speed up transport, but obviously with the horses they're pretty fast, so I don't know which is quicker, minecarts or horses. I haven't done that check yet. I'll just do a video that compares them. But obviously it's a lot of work building these minecart tracks. We've travelled quite a distance, and here's another base I built, and this was edge building quite a lot. I did actually fall a couple of times down there, and it's quite a distance. I think I landed in the water and survived, but we've used some of the new blocks there, as you can see. But I think they're the polished version with a fence underground, another farm, and we built a fishing tank kind of thing as well. And there's a chicken farm over there where the red hut is, with the red roof. Okay, and again a deep mine down there. In that hut, and then but I didn't stop there, I carried on further and further. This is a very high road, as you can see, so the snow actually falls on it when it starts to snow. I kept going, and you see the snow biome is very big indeed. I mean, we've been going quite a while now. Okay, you can see some trees there, which I planted. Quite a lot of spruce. Wow, I planted an extensive forest, I didn't realise. And obviously over to that side there is the biome which grew itself. Oh, that's quite pretty, the sun coming out over there, isn't it? Quite picturesque sometimes. Right, okay, here we are. I will leave the horse up here, I think. Oh no, I'll just have to show you from above. So look, we built, because it's cold, greenhouses. There's a farm in that side, with a large lake at one end, or pool, and in that one it's a breeding ground for, I think there's sheep and a few cows in there. Again, if you go down those steps, you go through this door, go down the steps, it takes you to the little base we built here, where there's obviously furnaces fences, crafting table, etc. And there's an entrance to the mine as well. Anyway, so carry on. Again, I explored the area, so we decided to explore it more, so we went wandering again, and still we're in the snow biome. The extensive spruce forest in that direction. Keep going, lots of ice here. And now we're on a single block road again, so it's quite deep. Gorgeous here. Have to be careful there not to fall. And then we come to the ocean again. Now this was my sand pit I was digging out when I was building the greenhouses. And now this is the stone road that we built in the ocean using lava. I think we showed how to do this in an earlier video. My frame rate is dropping a bit because now the computer's struggling to handle the loading rate. Right, here we are. Now this road stops here because there is a sea temple, which we haven't explored yet, but we will do. So I decided to stop. I didn't take this road straight past that. I went off to the right. There's an island over here that my daughter's had on. There was no trees, but she planted an acacia tree there. Sugarcane apples. Right, okay, let's carry on. Right, back to the ramp, another island ahead. So we started a small base here, which nothing's. And then mine underneath the. Oh look, there you actually see the there was a lava pit here, but I filled it. I put water in it to make obsidian. And carry on back onto the road. Keep going. It's quite an extensive ocean, as you can see. It's quite deep as well. Oh, and here we come to the next. I would call it a continent, I suppose. With a new base we constructed. And here we have. Show you this one. So we have a nice space there with a fishing ledge I built. Oak fences around the farm. And there's a sugarcane plantation here. And again, I planted extensively spruce trees. And we have dogs, lots of dogs here. We found them and tamed them and bred them. And then again, we found rabbits too. So we tamed a few rabbits, captured them, bred them, used carrots to breed them, and then we have an extensive cow area, which we've been working on for quite some time, as you see, cows and chickens, and then the cows we gather from them, and they're good XP as well when you breed them. This is the charcoal planting area. I planted lots of trees here. Lots of small spruce, lots of big spruce. Acacia tree there. What else we got? Oh, and here's the charcoal factory hut. You can see into the window, a few furnaces in there. And then, oh, we actually found a jungle biome as well. So I brought back some jungle saplings and planted some of these. Single, and that's what you get if you plant 4 in a square. A large jungle tree. Pretty cool. And you can climb up the vines. Right. We have explored that directions a bit. But we haven't built a road yet. But we shall continue. I should go this way. We've got the castle hill on the top of this hill. Right, there we go. Now we get back to the road, which is now actually made out of stuck, hang on. That's it. There we go, which is now in oak for a change. Okay, well, we'll finish this one, this freight road at some point. Okay, let's carry on this tour. The tour is getting quite long now. I didn't realise how big area we've actually covered in this realm, but we have been playing quite a few days, probably weeks actually. Yeah, we'll just carry on that road. Okay, again. Now, when I was exploring this area, I was putting a fence down, which is then it looks like a single post, a torch on top, which enables you to see it from slightly further away. It makes the light spread a bit further. So we kept on doing that. We kept exploring, and there's a trail of them going in that direction. And I know there's a village over there. There's some villages, which I shall go and explore again at some point. But for now, we'll keep on this. Well, now the reason I went over in this direction is because this is where I found the jungle biome. Mobs around, and the road is it's a real snake of a road. This one is meanders in all different directions. Well, be careful, don't actually go off the edge. Some lagging a bit. Okay, I think that's the last of the water. This is why I make it 3 wide usually and put a fence up the edge. So if you do make a mistake, you don't actually fall off and go. And because if you fall into the water with your horse, you dismount it, and you have to try and rescue out of the water then. Okay, we keep going. Now this is the last destination on the realm so far. So we have a castle being constructed up there at the moment on the hill. Now polished. The grey material. The new whatever it's called. Offhand, let's check. And then we have another castle which we've built. Spent quite a bit of time on the last few days constructing stone. Quite interesting. So we're just getting in. And you can hear I think you can hear the animals. There's quite a lot of sheep. Out of the pen, they keep deep out of the fence. It's quite amazing. And there's a pen for the horses. And there's my all black horse. Which is also tamed. What does that sheep doing? Oh my gosh. Right, okay, look at that dancing sheep. Fascinating. Right, okay, that's the end of this video. And I hope you enjoyed watching the tour of this realm.